and fun. The summer camp program allows teenagers to experience the thrill of ultra-modern sports. Others can enjoy more down-to-earth recreation.
If you want to hear all the kids yell, just do that one there.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Summer camp is fun, but behind the fun, there is a serious purpose. Discussing the camp program with ministers and senior staff members, Mr. Armstrong explains how the weeks spent at SEP should also be a learning experience.
I am impressed that many of the members of the church scattered all around the world probably must have the idea that these camps are just a place for kids to come and get into some sports and have an outing. Maybe they get into a lot of mischief and all that sort of thing. It's just a case of having fun. And I wish that all the members of the church could come to one of these camps and get their eyes opened. Yes, they come here and have fun. But the thing is, they get a new definition of fun. Some children have come to these camps that have been trying to get fun out of drugs, smoking marijuana, and then even worse things. They learn that that's no fun and that it's only harming and damaging them. But they learn things here and skills that really are fun and that are enjoyable. Now we're trying to teach children at these camps some of the better things of life that are worth more than just money. Doing, giving, helping. They learn character here. They learn discipline. This is, in 3 weeks, the transformation that is made in the lives of these children is unbelievable. The time to begin teaching is little children. And we adults have been overlooking that fact too long. This is the work of God Almighty. And the most important phase of it is the little children. And thank all of you people here on the staff for the work you're doing with these young people. You will never know how valuable the work you're doing really is and how much fruit it's bearing. But I can tell you, and someday you'll learn it. So thank you.
The fine facilities at the summer campsite encourage a high standard of play, and enthusiasm runs high in both players and spectators. While the campers receive expert instruction in improving their skills at their favorite sports, the greatest emphasis is placed on developing a right attitude. A sense of fair play, accepting your mistakes, helping the other players to do their best, are traits of character that far transcend the basketball court. Once learned, they can carry over into other aspects of life. An important lesson that instructors teach is the ability to work in harmony with others, to achieve success as a team.
You know, a lot of times in playing sports, especially today, the main emphasis is on who wins the game. Well, I want to bring out a few things before we take the field here this morning that are things that we want to emphasize and will be emphasizing in your classes here at the SEP camp. One of them that we want you to keep in mind is very important, and that is teamwork. How well do you play together as a team and as a group? Or are you just a group of individuals playing just for yourselves? Everyone's position is important. Doesn't matter what it is. You might even be a substitute. Maybe you're not going into the game right away. But when you do go into the game, when you're called upon, your team is going to be looking to you to perform and to back them up in the best possible way. Another thing that's important, that is very vital in softball, is attentiveness. Are you concentrating? Are you attentive? Are you aware of what's going on during the game? Because the game can go by and change very, very rapidly and quickly. And if you're out in the outfield and you're watching some of the other people in the other areas, if you're not concentrating, if you're not listening, then you're going to find out that you'll make a mistake or you'll let the team down. And that's something to remember in your life also as you go beyond SEP. Being alert, being attentive, concentrating, and working on that. These are things that are not only important for you while you're here at SEP, but that you can take with you as a part of your character.
Ministers with many years of experience quickly build a rapport with the campers.
Okay, we're going to go out in the field in just a moment. Do we all feel like we can put some of these things into practice?
Yes, sir!
Okay, let's get our gloves and head out.
Good sportsmanship, fair play, seeing that everyone on both teams has the chance to do their best. Campers soon learn that when a game is played this way, everybody wins. Perhaps the most challenging opportunity offered by the program at Orr is the 3-day canoe trip through the beautiful country along the border of Minnesota and the Canadian province of Ontario, one of the last true wilderness areas of the United States. Proper orientation and careful preparation are essential if the adventure is to be a success.
I want to start out, first of all, by telling you that I hope you're going to have a lot of fun. I want you to really get out and enjoy that. How many of you come from a city, live near a city? Most of you? How many of you ever been on a canoe trip like this before? Just a very few. Okay, a short one. How many of you have been on one of these before up here at SEP? All right, so it's a new experience for most of you. I want to tell you a little bit about where we're going. It is a habitat for all kinds of wildlife. In the last trip, we saw 4 moose. So at one time, we've seen bald eagle, badger, lynx, and of course the American brown bear. They are quite prevalent. Even this year we've had bear in the camp ransacking the food supplies. So you know, it is, like I say, very much a wilderness area. Now you'll find that if you take an approach to this trip of being negative, of being downhearted, of saying, oh, I want to be back at camp, oh, you find that 1 or 2 of you begin to grumble and you start listening to one another, you know, you're going to find you slow down, you're going to find you hate the trip. When you start to do that, when you get tired, if instead you put your head down and you paddle harder, and if you start to complain, if you bite your tongue and close your mouth and say something cheerful, you're going to find that this is the greatest thing, you know, that happened to you. It may rain, you may get sunburned. It may be calm, it may be windy. It's part of the beauty of it. We have absolutely no control. This is the Boundary Waters canoe area right here. Like I say, it's about 150
Wilderness canoe trips have a permanent impact on the life of the camper, partially because they last for 3 days, partially because of the unique setting, where there's more water surface than land.
All right? You'll probably camp in there one night, and then the last day you'll come down over Devil's Cascade and down the Little Indian Sioux River, where at 3 o'clock in the afternoon we will pick you up, you know, suntanned, windburned, and beards. Macho. All right. So the first day, plan on it, you're going to hurt. Your muscles are just going to be sore. You'll get up next morning and, man, you really have to stretch out. The second day, after a couple hours, you begin to feel really good. And the third day, you could conquer the world. So we expect to see you come in here with paddles working and big smiles on your face and haven't had a great time. Remember, though, you guys are the ones who make it a good time or a miserable time. So regardless of what the weather or the wind conditions do to you, you guys pull together, make a team, and build some character, and you'll find that as a result of doing that, you're going to have the time of your lives. All right? All right. All right.
During this 3-day trip, they take into these craft all of their food, all of their clothing, all of their shelter. They begin 3 days that contain incredible opportunities for character development. Character development does not require huge decisions, but can be decisions over seemingly small issues, but made properly and reinforced, become part of our character. campers are faced with dozens